Come on. But listen, we can take you upstairs and convince you if you want. And you see that she puts her mouth close to their ear and goes, haven't you ever wanted a devil and an angel on each shoulder? You see Garthy sort of raises their eyebrow and says, listen, if we get 20 minutes free, I'm not opposed to it. We can all put each other on each other's tabs, yeah? But for right now, let's focus. We've got some work to do.
I'd like to go and talk to Garthy.
Garthy pokes their head in. Yes, lovey. What's wrong?
I haven't heard from Trixie in a minute, and we're supposed to spend some time together. Could you check on her?
Lovey, I'd love to. I'm a little busy. Hey, here, take this. You see, Garthy hands you the key up to the suite, up to Trixie's suites. I'll run. Come, let me know if she's not up in her rooms. All right?
All right.
You go and find Garthy. What I'd like you to do, and you see they scoop up the broken lamp, wrap it in a little bandana, and hand it to you and say, you see they say, forget about the second show tonight. You know Trixie best. You know her friends. You know her likes, her dislikes, where she might have gone. Take this to my friend. And you see they write down a name on a piece of paper. There's an elder pirate up at the Ramble, yeah? They will know what this is. They will know how to find it, and they might be able to use some kind of magic to find Trixie, okay? Can you do me that favor? All right,
I can do that.
All right, lovey. They give you a kiss on each cheek. By the way, you were wonderful tonight. Incredible. Be safe. Try to do this errand without sort of getting a taste for adventure more largely in your mouth and getting sort of addicted to the lifestyle. You know what? Honestly, one task at a time. Just go talk to my friend, and we'll worry about the rest later. All right?
Sounds lovely.
See, Garthy is just kicking it on a cushion, smoking a hookah with some lovely-looking, very magical people. They look up and go, "Hey, Bobby, darling. Oh, hello. Okay." And they stand up, walk over, and they go, "My darling, my pearl, my virtuoso, I see that you've made some friends. Hello and welcome to the Gold Gardens. My name's Garthy O'Brien. Can I be of some service to all of you?"
Well, I guess first and foremost, we have 14 people who should probably find their way homes, or at least find a place to rest.
Richard. It's just saying different names. Garthy looks at them and is like, do we feel like they're in a great condition, yeah, to wend their merry way?
It's hard to say because we kind of pulled them out of a flaming lake, and they were definitely probably being used for some sort of crazy ritual, and they just keep repeating names, like one name over and over and over. So it's kind of hard to say if they're okay. They're probably fine, right?
You see that Garthy takes their hands, clasps them, sort of tucks their fingers back and forth, and boom, moves this golden light over the group for a moment. It feels good. It feels good. It feels good. Garthy turns to look at you, Bob, and says, "Bobby, darling, listen, we love guests, yeah? An inn, right? A series of hotels, so we're not unaccustomed to foot traffic off the street. But you've made a lot of strange friends. Could you introduce me to some of these fine people?"
Oh, yeah, Garthy, I just need your help, because remember, you told me you should go and find Trixie because you didn't really believe, but I went off to find Trixie and I became a pirate for the day, and these are my merry band of crew. I have to make sure I get everybody right. This is Sunny, and Sunny's an air warper, and super nice, and all super fun, very young and sweet. A guy that's for hire to do murders, but he's actually really nice, and he's been super helpful. And you see this little guy, his name is Cheese. He's so adorable. He just makes you want to protect him because he's just such a tiny little guy. He's on with this other guy. I know you've heard of Myrtle the bitch. I love her to death. I love her to keep. She's fantastic. And she came out of the sea, and now she's here, and she needs to see. And this is Jack, and Jack has one of those really sad backstory situations, but he's actually a really kind guy at heart. He's just not really allowed to show it. And he's been having some issues since a little while ago. We saw this guy in a picture. He recognized the guy, and he got pretty upset and attacked another guy. He didn't say that his name was his. So anyway, these are my friends, and I did. I killed Trixie, but I also got a whole bunch of other people. And I don't feel like we should send them out when they don't really know what's going on with the world right now, and they don't really have their wits about it. So I think the best thing to do would be for us to set them up with rooms, kind of stuff, your heart, and just let them stay here.
Garthy looks at Bob after this epic speech. "Lovey, darling, my angel, you've explained this perfectly, and I understand it completely." "Oh, Colin, yeah, we got 15 tieflings here, yeah? Well, I'll tell you this. these 15 tieflings, the reason they're acting so out of sorts, yeah, obviously they've got a mind because their bodies are moving, they can walk and they can talk. What they don't have at present, yeah, is souls. So can't let a bunch of tieflings go wandering around the neighborhood with no souls. So we'll get them a bath and some snacks, yeah, and then I guess try to get their souls back. Ultimately, as for your friends, my darlings, my loves, this is the Gold Gardens. Everything you could want or desire is for you. Some of you I've met before. You see, Garthy looks over at you, Myrtle, and is like, oh, I can't believe it. The honor, the immaculate honor to host the bitch herself, sweetheart. You see, they look at you and go, by the way, Dovey, you know the drill. I love you. You're welcome. All things, yeah. But divinity within the Gold Gardens is limited to that divinity we bring ourselves with our own bodies. I don't want a visit from anyone up or downstairs. We understand, yes?
That only happened the one time.
I know, but it did happen extremely hard, and it was a mess, and it cost a lot of money to repair. So, you see, they say, could we get this wonderful lady a little bit of a drink and some space in the pool? You see, they look over at you, Marcide, and sort of steeple their fingers. My friend, is there something you wanted to ask me?
Do I know, I don't know Garthy, but do I at least know them by at least reputation?
Oh, yeah, you know that by reputation for sure.
I still have the policy where of the building nearby that's going to be destroyed, and I proceed to tell Garthy everything, like everything. Like, because if we die tomorrow, someone else needs to know what's going on.
So you see, they go, fantastic. Well, in addition to being a lover of people and textures and experiences, I also am a rather accomplished business person. So this is extremely alarming. And speaks to a sort of rapid and unfortunate gentrification of our dear city. These foreign conglomerates are coming in and buying up all the lots, yeah? It's like, are we a pirate city or are we at the mercy of these kind of trading companies?
I heard a story once of a far-flung construct in a great war in a place called Detroit. He was some sort of robo-guardian of some sort, and they were buying up everything so they could drive down the land values and gobble it all up. But this time, I think they're going to just wreck it all for cash.
Oh dear. Well, I hate that. Dear lovies, rooms, accommodations, we do not, as policy, charge here at the Gold Gardens for people actively undertaking efforts to save not only this establishment, but the city at large, yeah? Doesn't make sense. It's against my business interests if my entire establishment goes under the waves. So, we'll get you some linens, get you some towels. Two lovely young ones. Can I get you a pop? A cherry pop, some grenadine? Yeah? Something sweet?
Can you make a Shirley Temple?
Darling, a Shirley Temple. Oh, you see, they snap over, and this bartender mixes this thing up, passes over a silver plate, comes over. Garthy says, for the lovely Miss, your last name, Dovey?
Oh, Biscotto.
The lovely Miss Biscotto, put her on my tab. And how old are you, love?
Oh, 18. Yeah, so
Okay.
Basically legal.
All right, understood.
Yeah.
But are you from like a place where an 18-year-old could be doing all manner of alcohols and it's a lot of places in the world and the laws are different in all of them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm from here. I'm from Leviathon.
Oh, all
Rigaba.
right, yeah.
First generation. Very, very proud of that.
Oh, lovely. A good friend of mine lives up in Crow's Keep, yeah, so that's nice. Rigaba's a lovely neighborhood.
It's great, yeah.
You see, they look over at you, Cheese, and say, and for you, young master, a fizzy pop, a snack, I think we can make I could ask the kitchen, maybe we've got some like chicken nuggets, I don't know.
Oh, just a pop, I guess.
I'll have chicken nuggets.
You like some chicken nuggets?
Yeah.
All right, can we get some chicken nuggets? You see, they turn back around and say, and a pop for the young master. You look Not 18. Fair to say?
Yes.
You see, they look at you and go, darling, and I mean this with all respect. They lean down, put their hands on either side of your head, give you a chaste little peck on the forehead, and a little gold rune appears on your forehead, and it's like, wheresoever you go here in the Gold Gardens, you are under my protection. My heart bleeds for the young, and there are places here that are not appropriate for a child, yeah? Also, that lets all the bartenders know that you're 16, so no trying to order anything, all right?
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
funny
okay.
business. We had a group of high schoolers come back in here. They did a bunch of snuff powder. They got blasted off their asses, all
Yes, sir.
right? And it was a whole mess, so enough.
Yeah, I have no intention on doing any of those things. I just, popping, just someplace to go to sleep would be great.
Wonderful. Yeah, we can get you the pop, and I know you have no intention now, but it's usually the types like you that have no intention right now that get to college and absolutely go berserk, right?
You do realize you're giving the young ones the to-do list right now, Garthy. You know you're doing that with the talking, right?
Of course, I want them to do the to-do.
But
I've dedicated my life to the to-do list, so the to-do list is great. Oh, please, when you are of age, avail oneself. Yeah, lovely, of course. You see, they look at you, Jack, finally, and say, "Oh dear, you look like a man who needs a drink, a massage, a show, a bed, a nice meal, a haircut, maybe a delousing, and a night with at least one, if not several, lovely companions. My dear, lovely man, what is your name?"
My name is Jack. Whatever you offer, I'll take. I've never seen a being more beautiful. Thank you for your hospitality. I've never been to a place so nice. I don't know if I belong here. I feel bad being even in your presence, but that was outside. A voice meant inside again. I'm sorry.
Oh, darling, you of course belong here, and I would be more than happy to show you around. You see that Garthy reaches out and does that sort of familiar bicep squeeze and arches their eye over at Myrtle and goes, "Oh my goodness. All right, well, let's get a bath for the rat man, yes?" And you see Garthy just acknowledges with you and says, "With everything you've told me, the daughter of storms, yeah, those infernal lamps, these tieflings, what the crescent moon is up to, tomorrow is going to be a very important day." And you see, they look at you, Sonny, with the bell still in your hand, going, I think you taking that bell may well have saved this city, or at least bought you all enough time to save it. Tomorrow, when you awaken and are refreshed, I suspect that there may be a great deal more at stake. Rest well, eat well, be well. On the morrow, we'll try to crack this case and figure out how best to save this darling city that we all love. All right. There's some shots lined up at the end of the bar. We've got some more snacks outside. Show inside starts in 15 minutes. Jack, I'll meet you upstairs. Yeah, my love?
Of course, friend Garthy, whatever you say.
Hey,
You come across Garthy again, and Garthy goes, "Davy, right this way, please," and brings you, there's towels and lotions and scrubs and shampoos. Garthy walks in with you and says, "Lovey, first things first, we're going to take care of your body, yeah? You look like a man who's been working for a long, long time." And you see Garthy sort of massages your like traps, like the shoulders up here that are like enormous. It's like, "My lord, if I didn't know better, I'd say you'd been carrying a chunk of ship's mast around for some years."
Well, and he points over to the corner of the room because he never leaves it more than 3 feet from him.
You see, Garthy goes like, "Right, yeah, okay. We're going to get you taken care of, lovey. Go ahead, hop in the bath, and all of this is on the house, but as a result, I'm going to ask for a form of payment, yeah? And it's a favor. Relax.
Oh, right. As you request.
Cool. So Garthy turns to leave and says, all right, full works on our friend Captain Jack Brackow.
I'm worth this.
You hear over in the corner, and you turn to see Garthy, who seems always above everything. Garthy is full weeping. They sort of golden metallic tears trace down their face as you say those words, and you see they go, "So sorry, Captain, to intrude. Those are the only words I ever want to hear from people when they come here. Because, lovey, it's always true. My darling Captain, are you hungry? Are you thirsty? Are you in want of company? We can offer you whatever you'd like."
He has locked eyes with Garthy, their appearance striking, and subconsciously moved his grasped folded clothing down to cover his nether regions. Out of shyness of realizing that he's still unclothed and is just not yet used to an atmosphere where that's not an issue. Yes. My answer is yes.
Garthy walks over to you, takes your hand, and begins to walk you out and says, "I have some close, intimate friends up in my quarters. I'd be happy to share the night with you if you'd like, and I can get some room service, get some food delivered. How's that sound?"
I don't know about staying with strangers after such a day. You know, I've had quite a bit of some personal breakthroughs. Don't know if I'm going to a place where I feel uncomfortable putting my vulnerable self in the hands of someone I don't know.
I understand. You see Garthy narrows her eyes and say, "Captain Brackow, perhaps the best thing for tonight is, as you've said, no strangers. I'm happy to deliver you to the room with your friends if you'd like. I'm not sure if you consider me a stranger or not, but also, if all you're looking for is some simple company, just a open heart and an ear to listen and a shoulder to lean on and someone to be by your side, that's also completely all right. Just tell me what it is you need."
You see, whereas the one other time that Jack has smiled in recent years was so forced and broken earlier this day, the long, sleeping muscles in the face begin to reawaken as a true, genuine smile curls across his rat muzzle. His now very perfectly manicured rat muzzle. He says, "You know what? Let's start there. I don't say I consider you a stranger, but I could use an open heart."
Garthy nods and says, "That sounds lovely, Jack. And we'll get some good food for you to eat, some good drink. We'll get a nice fire going. We'll talk. And I have a very comfy bed, and it will be nice to have someone to sleep next to." You see they smile, and they say, "Am I bringing the mast up there too? That's coming as well, yeah?"